It's time to rest again, rebels. To let the day go. To let your mind wander. Tonight, we're going to hear the story of Amelia Earhart, the aviator who followed her own curiosity all the way up into the atmosphere. Before we get started, let's get settled in. Snuggle down. Close your eyes and begin to imagine. Let your mind go on a little bedtime journey. Imagine your body becoming lighter and lighter, like a feather. Your bed has become a soft cloud, supporting you as you drift through a beautiful pink sunset. It's quiet and peaceful here. Your body relaxes into your supportive cloud. A soft, warm breeze plays across the cloud, and you gently spread your arms to guide your path through the sky. A few geese fly nearby, honking a friendly hello. To the left of you, you hear a soft drone. It's the sound of an engine. A small blue airplane is making big, lazy circles in the sky. A woman in a dark brown coat and big aviator goggles flies the plane. Her short hair is messy and frames her face. She is in complete control as she moves the plane through the sky. Her name is Amelia, and she is an aviator. That's a word that was used a long time ago, when flying airplanes wasn't as normal as it is now, and definitely unusual for someone like Amelia. She was the very first female aviator to fly across an ocean. But before she did that, Amelia was a girl, growing up among the waving wheat fields of Kansas. When Amelia was young, she loved to learn and explore. She was fearless and different. She did not like to dress and act the way people expected her to dress and act. Back when Amelia was young, she was expected to be quiet and nice all the time. She was supposed to wear dresses and stay neat and clean. But those expectations did not work for Amelia. Amelia liked to wear bloomers. Bloomers are soft, baggy pants. They were easier to run and to play in than the large, puffy dresses and petticoats Amelia was supposed to wear. When Amelia wore her bloomers, she felt free and comfortable. She loved the swoosh, swoosh sound they made as she moved her body through the world. Other people didn't understand that feeling. They would tease her because she did not fit their expectations. But Amelia tried not to let it bother her. There were just too many interesting things out in the world for her to explore. She simply had to run around, free. For Amelia, freedom was more than what she wore, though. It was also in the places her mind took her. She was always figuring and thinking and wondering. All this wondering would lead her to some amazing places. Now, picture a big white house with tall columns and a peaked roof. It sits high on a hill, looking out onto a wide, lazy brown river. It's called the Missouri River. Can you see Amelia there in her bloomers? Sitting there with her back against a tree, her eyes following the gentle movements of the water. Where she sits, she's in Kansas. But just on the other side of that river is a whole other state. The state is also called Missouri, like the river. In Missouri, there's a big city called St. Louis. And Amelia has just gotten home from a trip there. She and her family had gone to the World's Fair. Amelia saw something in St. Louis that filled her mind with thoughts of adventure. She saw a roller coaster. And on this day, she has decided to make her own. She finds her little sister, who everyone calls Pidge. Pidge is her partner, her buddy, the person she runs and plays with as the calm breeze shakes the trees surrounding the big white house. She and Pidge begin to build. They pull wooden planks to the top of their shed, making a track that goes from the roof to the grassy ground below. They take more wood and make a rough little box. Amelia sits down inside to make sure she fits. And then they reach their hands into a tub filled with white, goopy grease. Under the shining sun and puffy clouds, Amelia and Pidge smear the grease all along the wooden boards, connecting the roof of the shed to the ground. Then they flip over the wooden box and grease the bottom of it too. They stop and admire their work. It took a long time, and they are proud that they had an idea, figured out what they needed to create it, and then they brought that idea to life. Now, it's time to see if it works. Amelia and Pidge drag the wooden box up the planks. They set it just so. Amelia climbs in and holds tight to the sides of the box. At first, the box doesn't go very fast. But then, the grease on the planks and the grease of the box begin to slip. And she is flying. She moves so fast. The wind rushes against her cheeks and blows through her messy hair. She sees the world whizzing by her, giving her an entirely new perspective, and she loves it. She whooshes down the plank and smacks pretty hard into the grass at the bottom. But it doesn't matter. She built something that works. A little roller coaster of her very own. And for a moment, at least, she feels true freedom. The freedom of flying, the freedom of making, the freedom of doing it yourself. Amelia's adventures don't stop at the end of the roller coaster, but it will be many more years before she discovers the adventure that becomes her life's work. Before she defies everyone's expectations about what a woman could or should do. Before she becomes the first woman to fly all the way across an ocean. And that brings us back to that little blue plane, making those lazy, lazy circles as you, supported by your deep, soft cloud in a silent sky, watch. Knowing that you too are capable of wonderful things, of building and creating, of exploring your curiosities, of doing anything you want to do, no matter what others think you can or should do. The sun has set, and the sky has changed from pink to purple. And now, a deep, dark blue. You can see the moon shining brightly ahead in the star-studded sky. Your cloud floats lower and lower and clear to reveal a forest. It's quiet and peaceful. You drift slowly above the forest and enjoy all of this beauty from above. The scent of the pine trees, the sounds of an owl, crickets gently making their music.
This podcast is a production of Rebel Girls. It's based on the book series Good Night Stories for Rebel Girls. This story was produced by Katie Sprenger, with sound design and mixing by Isaac Kaplan-Woolner. It was written by Caitlin Madrigal, fact-checking by Joe Rhatigan, narration by Jenise Morgan. Thank you to the whole Rebel Girls team who make this podcast possible. Stay Rebel.